Hello everyone, it's Tony from Tony's Reading List. I'm back again with another of the stories from LTI Korea's collection of 20th century stories. This is the second last, the penultimate of the stories, and today's story is The Farmers by Myeong-hui, and the translator is Peter Lee. Again, an early story, 1926, and very similar to a couple I've already read. It's set in a summer, in a period of drought, where a bunch of farmers from a village are sitting under the shade tree, bemoaning their lot. The plants, the crops are ruined, and they don't know what to do. So there's discussion of migrating, of going to Japan or over the border to China to seek work there, to see if the situation's a little bit better there. And one young man is very argumentative, and he eventually stomps off in a huff. And then we follow him. So this is Wombo, and this is his story really, and we see how fate has treated him. And so it's not only the drought that is causing the farmers hardship. It turns out that there are some rich people involved, as always, and the poor farmers, they always get the short end of the stick. There's also another story of a wife perhaps being a little less than faithful to her poor husband, a very common theme running through some of these stories. Yeah, I wonder if it's because a lot of these are male writers, and this is a bit of a sexist stereotype of the poor woman abandoning the husband and going off with a rich man, or whether this was something that happened, I don't know. But it's an interesting story. It's a little bit... it's very emotive, but it's a little bit too much at times. It can be a bit manipulative. Of course, there's a child who's sick and who can't be fed, and that sort of... Yeah, I know it's meant to make me feel but it actually makes me feel... I'll try and find better words to describe that next time. So, look, it's an okay story. Better than some, not as good as others. And especially not as good as the last story, Into the Light, that I reviewed yesterday. But still well worth the read. The author's life again is an interesting one, because he actually fled to avoid the Japanese and ended up in Russia. He was a communist. That comes through in the writing, but he had a bit of a grisly end. He ended up being shot by a firing squad. So, yeah, obviously things didn't turn out quite as well as he would have liked. Anyway, that's, as I said, the penultimate story. There's just one left, and there's a good reason why there's one left. It's because it's really long and I've left it till last. But I'll get back to you with that very soon. As always, look on the LTI Korea. I don't know what's wrong today. Can't speak. Look at the LTI Korea website for PDFs or other versions. I think there are EPUBs available as well. As always, down here you can see the link. And yeah, please check it out. That's all for today, and I'll be back with the last installment at sometime soon. See you then.